Dear students, welcome back to MNR's digital classes. In this session, we are going to solve the numerical problems based on the stellar properties. This is the sixth session of the astrophysics module. The problems we are discussing in this session is the first method is in the first method, we are going to solve the problems based on the relation between parallax angle and distance of the star. In the second method, we are going to solve the problems related with the luminosity and brightness of the star. In the third type of problems, we are going to solve the problems which are relating with apparent magnitude, absolute magnitude, and the distance of the stars. The first type of problems are based on the parallax method. In this method, we are going to solve the problems relating with the parallax angle of a star with its distance. The first problem is the distance of the star tau Ceti is 11.9 light years. Calculate its parallax angle. Now, to solve this, the given data is the distance of the star is given. It is equal to 11.9 light years. The quantity which you need to find out is the parallax angle P. First, write the relation connecting between these two parameters. P is equal to the reciprocal of distance. You want to use this formula. The angle P must be in arc seconds and the distance D must be in parsec. But the given data is in light years. So first convert D into parsec. So D is equal to 11.9 divided by 3.2616. This gives us the distance in parsec. This is because you know that 1 parsec is equal to 3.2616 light years. So this gives us the distance D is equal to 3.6486 parsec. So now the parallax angle P in arc seconds is equal to 1 divided by the distance D, 3.6486 parsec. So this gives us the parallax angle equal to 0.274 arc seconds. So the parallax angle is given by 0.274. The second problem is the parallax angle of the star Aldebaran is 1.382 into 10 to the power of minus 6 radians. Calculate the distance from the Earth in A, light years, B, astronomical units, and C, in SI units. Now, the given data is the parallax angle is equal to 1.382 into 10 to the power of minus 6 radians. You are asked to find the distance D of the star Aldebaran first in light years, second D in astronomical units, and third one in SI system, that is in meters. So solve this. Already we know the formula. In the previous problem we worked out. Parallax angle is given by 1 divided by d. So again, recall the condition. If you want to use this formula, P should be in arcsecond, D should be in parsec. So we are finding D, therefore it implies distance D is equal to 1 divided by P. But we cannot use this data directly. That should be converted into arc seconds. So the relation between 1 arc second and 1 radian is, the relation between radian and arc second is 1 radian is equal to 2.06265 into 10 to the power of 5 arc seconds. So this is the relation to be used. Make the conversion. So the parallax angle P is equal to, given value is 1.382 into 10 to the power of minus 6 radians into 2.06265 into 10 to the power of 5 arc seconds. So this is equal to, we get 0.285 arc seconds. Therefore, the distance D in parsec is equal to 1 divided by 0.285 parsec, which comes out to be equal to 3.5081 parsec. The first result. Now we need to express this value in light years, then in astronomical units, and then in SI system. Now first let us write the relation between parsec and light year. You know that 1 parsec is equal to 3.2616 light years. So this implies the distance in light years is equal to 3.5081 into 3.2616. This comes out to be 11.442 light years. So we have worked out the first part of the problem. The distance of the star Aldebaran in light years is 11.442 light years. The second part of the problem is we to express in astronomical unit. Let us write the relation between parsec and astronomical unit. 1 parsec is equal to 206,265 astronomical units. This is the relation. So D in astronomical units is equal to 3.5081. The actual distance in parsec we calculated into 206,265 astronomical units. This gives us 7.236 into 10 to the power of 5 astronomical units. This is the answer in astronomical units. Next, to find the distance in SI system, that is in meters, let us write the relation between the parsec and the SI unit. 1 parsec is equal to 3.084 into 10 to the power of 16 meters. This gives us distance d in meters is equal to 3.5081 into 3.084 into 10 to the power of 16 meters is equal to 1.082 into 10 to the power of 70 meter. So we have got the distance in meters. So the solution is, we call the distance in parsec is 3.5081. The distance in light years is 11.442 light years. Distance in astronomical units is 7.236 into 10 to the power of 5 angstrom units, and the distance in meters is 1.082 into 10 to the power of 17 meters. We need to remember 4 important conversion factors here. The first conversion factor is 1 radian is equal to 2.06265 into 10 to the power of 5 arc seconds, one relation. Second one, 1 parsec is equal to 3.2616 light years. The third conversion factor is 1 parsec is equal to 206265 astronomical units. 1 parsec is equal to 206265 astronomical units. And the fourth conversion factor is 1 parsec is equal to 3.084 into 10 to the power of 16 meters. Here is a problem for assignment. The assignment problem is, if the parallax angle of the star Proxima Centauri is 0.772 arc seconds, calculate its distance from the Earth in light years, in astronomical units, and SI system. This is similar to the previous problem we already worked out. Next, second type of problems. In this type of problems, we are going to work out the problems based on the relationship between luminosity and brightness. The given problem is, calculate the luminosity of a star whose apparent brightness is 3.539 into 10 to the power of minus 11 watts per meter square and is 5.94 light years away from the Earth. Given data is, the apparent brightness of the star is given 3.539 into 10 to the power of minus 11 watts per meter square, and the distance of the star from the Earth is given 5.94 light years. Now convert this into a system. We know that 1 light year is equal to 9.5 into 10 to the power of 15 meters. This is the conversion factor required. 1 light year is equal to 9.5 into 10 raised to minus 10 to the power of 15 meters. So the distance d is equal to 5.94 into 9.5 into 10 to the power of 15. Now it is in meters. So to calculate the luminosity of the star, we know the relation between luminosity and brightness. The brightness of a star is given by luminosity divided by 4 pi d square. Our luminosity is equal to 4 pi d square into d. Now substitute the values. 4 into 3.142 into distance 5.94 into 9.5 into 10 to the power of 15 whole square into the brightness given is 3.539 into 10 to the power of minus 11. So this comes out to be equal to 1.4163 into 10 to the power of 24 watts. This is the solution. In this problem, the key factor to be remembered is the relation between light year and meter. 1 light year is equal to 9.5 into 10 raised to 15 meters. And the relation between luminosity and brightness is B is equal to L divided by 4 pi d square, where d is distance of the star from the earth. So we get the luminosity is equal to 1.4163 into 10 to the power of 24 watts. Now the next problem, that is fifth problem. The data given in this problem is the luminosity and brightness of the stars are 5.46 into 10 to the power of 28 watts and 7.178 into 10 to the power of minus 9 watts per meter square, respectively. Calculate its distance from the earth. The data given, luminosity and brightness, and you are asked to find the distance from the star. Distance from the earth. The next problem is the luminosity of a star is 6,540 times the luminosity of the sun. If it is 150 light years away from the earth, calculate its brightness. Given that the luminosity of the sun is 3.9 into 10 to the power of 26 watts. Now, the data given in the problem is luminosity of the star is given as 6,540 times the luminosity of the sun, where the luminosity of the sun is given as 3.9 into 10 to the power of 26 watts. The distance of the star from the earth is 150 light years. Convert this into kilometers. 150 into 9.5 into 10 to the power of 15 meters. Already we know the conversion factor. 1 light year corresponds to 1.5 into 10 to the power of 9.5 into 10 to the power of 15 meters. So the expression for brightness of the star is B is equal to L divided by 4 pi d square. Substitute the values. Luminosity is 6540 into L naught 3.9 into 10 to the power of 26 divided by 4 into 3.142 into 150 light years, that is equal to 150 into 10 to the power of 150 into 9.5 into 10 to the power of 50 meters square of distance. Now solving, we get the brightness of the star is equal to 9.994 into 10 to the power of minus 8, or approximately we can take this as 10 into 10 to the power of minus 8, or 10 to the power of minus 7 watts per meter square. This gives us the luminosity of the star, which is at a distance of 150 light years and having the luminosity 6,540 times that of the sun. Next problem. Suppose the sun was located at the position occupied by the star nearest to us, that is Alpha Centauri, which is at a distance of about 4 light years. By what factor would the radiation received per unit area per second at the Earth would be reduced? The distance between the Earth and the Sun is 1.496 into 10 to the power of 8 kilometers. Now, in this problem, it is given that if the sun is, the position of the sun is shifted to the position of a nearest star called as Alpha Centauri, which is at a distance of about 4 light years, then by what factor the radiation received per unit area per second? You know that this term gives us the brightness of the star. Radiation received per unit area per second gives us the brightness. So we have to find that by what factor the brightness of the sun gets reduced. We know that the sun is at a distance of 1.496 into 10 to the power of 8 kilometers from the earth. If its position changes to a new position, which is at a far off distance, 4 light years, automatically we know that the brightness decreases. So in this problem, we have to find by what factor the brightness of the sun decreases. When the sun is in its original position, the parameters are brightness P naught, luminosity L naught, and its distance from the earth D naught, which is given as 1.496 into 10 to the power of 8 kilometers, or this is equal to 1.496 into 10 to the power of 11 meters. The relation between these three parameters is B naught is equal to L naught divided by 4 pi D naught square. Call this as equation 1. Now, when the sun is shifted to a new position, when the sun is shifted to new position, the curve, that is the position, new position, that is the position of the star Alpha Centauri. Then in this case, let us take the parameters as brightness B, luminosity L naught, and distance D. Distance D is given as 4 light years. This is equal to 4 into 9.5 into 10 to the power of 15 meters. Here we have taken the luminosity same because luminosity is an intrinsic property of the star, and hence do not change with position. As L naught, that is the luminosity of the star, is its intrinsic property, and it will not change when the position of a star changes. So the equation corresponding to the new position B is equal to L naught divided by 4 pi D square. Call this as equation 2. So to find the ratio of the brightness, divide equation 1 and 2. You get B naught divided by B is equal to L naught cancels, 4 pi cancels, D by D naught square. D by D naught square. What is the sheet? You can write in terms of B by B naught is equal to D naught by D whole square. Substituting the values, we get D naught is 1.496 into 10 to the power of 11 divided by D is equal to 4 into 9.5 into 10 to the power of 15 whole square. If we solve this, we get 1.55 into 10 to the power of minus 11. That is, the ratio of the brightness is 1.55 into 10 to the power of minus 11. This implies the brightness of sun decreases by a factor of 1.55 into 10 to the power of minus 11 when it is shifted to new position. Now we have three problems as assignment. The first problem is the distance of a star from the earth is 7.8 into 10 to the power of 17 kilometers. Its apparent brightness is 7.7 into 10 to the power of minus 19 watts per meter square. Calculate the luminosity of the star. Distance is given in meters, brightness is given in SI units. So calculate the luminosity using the relation. Next one, calculate the luminosity of a star which is at a distance of 2.26 parsec from the earth, having the apparent brightness 4 into 10 to the power of minus 11 watts per meter square. Again, the similar problem, similar to problem 8. Here distance D is given in parsec. First convert the distance from in parsec to meters, then use the formula. Luminosity is equal to 4 pi D square into brightness B. The next problem is the star epsilon is at a distance of 11.82 light years and has a luminosity of 1.0625 into 10 to the power of 26 watts. Calculate its brightness. We know the formula brightness is equal to L divided by 4 pi D square, where D must be in meters. It is given in this problem in light years. Make the conversion. 1 light year is equal to 9.5 into 10 to the power of 15 meters. Use the conversion factor. Convert the distance D into meters. Then use the formula to solve for its brightness. Now we have the third type of problems related with magnitude scale, that is apparent and absolute magnitudes. The first problem, if the apparent and absolute magnitudes of a star are 1.35 and minus 0.82 respectively, calculate the distance of the star from the earth. In this problem, the apparent magnitude small m, absolute magnitude capital M are given. You are asked to find the distance of the star from the earth. We know the relation small m minus capital M is equal to pi log D minus phi, where D is the distance from the earth and that distance is expressed in parsec. So small m, using the values of small m and capital M, find the value of distance D, which gives the result in parsec. This is the methodology. Given apparent magnitude small m is equal to plus 1.35, absolute magnitude capital M is equal to minus 0.82, and you are asked to find the distance of the star from the earth, D. We know the formula, small m minus capital M is equal to small m minus capital M is equal to pi log D minus phi. This is the formula to be used. Substitute the values. plus 1.35 minus of minus 0.82 is equal to 5 log D minus 5. Solving this, 5 log D is equal to 7.17. Adding these two and taking this 5 to the left side becomes plus, so we get 7.17. Therefore, log D is equal to 7.17 divided by 5. This comes out to be 1.434. Taking anti-log of this, we get the distance D is equal to 27.164 parsec. So the distance of the star from the Earth is 27.164 parsec. This is a solution of problem number 11. The next problem, that is problem number 12. In this problem, if the apparent absolute magnitude of the star is minus 6.63 and its distance from the Earth is 65.077 light years, calculate the apparent magnitude of the star. So in this problem, absolute magnitude is given minus 0.63, capital M is given. The distance of the Earth is given 65.077 light years. Here it is given in light years. We need to make the conversion into parsec because the formula D requires to be expressed in parsec. And you are asked to find the apparent magnitude. Problem number 12. The given data in this problem is absolute magnitude, capital M is equal to minus 0.63. Distance of the star is 65.077 light years. So convert this into parsec. 65.077 divided by 3.2616. This comes out to be 19.952 parsec. So capital M is known, D is known. Find the apparent magnitude, small m. So we get the formula already we know in the previous problem. Small m minus capital M is equal to 5 log D minus 5. So substituting the values, m minus of minus, it becomes plus 0.63. This is equal to 5 log of D in parsec already we calculated, 19.952 minus 5. So simplifying this, this is equal to 5 log 19.952 is 1.29998 minus 5. This comes out to be 1.5. So m is equal to 1.5 minus 0.63. This is equal to plus 0.87. So the apparent magnitude of the star comes out to be 0.87. Next problem, problem number 13. Calculate the distance modulus of the star Spica, which is 262.68 light years from the Earth. The distance of the star is given in light years. First make the conversion into parsec by dividing it by 3.2616. That will give us the distance of the star Spica in parsec. Next thing, you are asked to calculate here the distance modulus. You know that the difference in the apparent and absolute magnitudes, that is small m minus capital M, is called as distance modulus. That is because that parameter difference depends only on the distance of the star from the Earth, and hence it is called as distance modulus. Now, to find the distance modulus, use the formula, substitute the value of distance d in parsec and do the simplification to get the distance modulus. Now, problem number 13. Distance modulus. Small m minus capital M. This you need to find out. Given data is distance d, which is equal to 262.68 light years. First step is to convert this into parsec. 262.68 divided by 3.2616. This is equal to 80.54 parsec. The distance of the star in parsec is 80.54 parsec. Now use the formula small m minus capital M, that is the distance modulus, is equal to 5 log d minus 5. So this is equal to 5 into log of 80.54 parsec minus 5. This is equal to 4.53. On solving, we get the value comes out to be 4.53. The distance modulus is given, it comes out to be 4.53. Now we shall move on to the next problem. Problem number 14. It is given that in the problem, assuming that the dimmest star visible to the naked eye has a magnitude of about 6. Compare its brightness with that of planet Venus, whose magnitude is -4. Here, you need to compare the brightness of the stars. A star actually is one of them is the star, other one is the planet Venus. So the dimmest star visible to the naked eye, its magnitude is about, it is given as 6. We have two stellar objects. One is the star, whose apparent magnitude is, that is apparent magnitude is 6. We have another celestial body, that is the Venus, planet Venus. Its apparent magnitude is -4. So we need to compare the brightness of these two stellar objects. So we know the relation M2 minus M1 is equal to 2.5 into log of B1 by B2. The relation between the apparent brightness and apparent magnitude and the brightness is M2 minus M1 is equal to 2.5 log of B1 by B2. Using the values, we can compare the brightness of the star, the dimmest star, and the planet Venus. Problem number 14. Given that the magnitude of the first star, let us take this as 6, M1 is equal to 6. The corresponding brightness, take it as B1. This is for the dimmest star in sky. Then for planet Venus, the apparent brightness is -4. The corresponding apparent magnitude is -4, corresponding brightness take it as B2. This is for the planet Venus. So the formula is you know that M2 minus M1 is equal to 2.5 log of V1 by V2. Substituting the values, -4 minus 6 is equal to 2.5 log of B1 by B2. And this implies log of B1 by B2 is equal to -4. Whenever we get negative values, it will be difficult to take anti-log using calculators. So first convert it into a positive number. So taking the reciprocal of this, log of B1 by B2 is equal to +4. This implies log of B1 by B2 is equal to +4. Be careful with this type of conversions. If we get the log of any value is equal to -4, we cannot use the calculator. So first make it to a positive number just by taking the reciprocal. Shifting the negative side, this can be written as B1 by B2 to the power of -1 using the laws of indices. M log A is equal to log of A to the power of M. So using that, we can write log of B1 by B2 is equal to log B2 by B1. So taking the anti-log of this, we get B2 by B1 is equal to 10 to the power of 4. So the conversion is, this implies the second one is the planet Venus. Planet Venus is 10 to the power of 4 times brighter than the dimmest star. So we can conclude that the planet Venus is 10 to the power of 4 times brighter than the dimmest star. Next problem, problem number 15. In this problem, in a supernova explosion observed in the year 1987 in Large Magellanic Cloud galaxy, the apparent magnitude of the exploding star changed from +12 to +4.2 within a week. Then by what factor did its brightness increase? You know that lesser the value of magnitude, greater is the brightness. So in this problem, it is given that in a supernova explosion observed in 1987, it was observed that the apparent magnitude is decreased from +12 to +4.2, which leads to corresponding increase in brightness. We already know in the previous problem the relation between the apparent magnitude and the brightness. Use that relation, M2 minus M1 is equal to 2.5 log of B1 by B2. Using that, find the change in brightness, that is increase in brightness. The given data is the apparent brightness is +12, it changes to +4.2. Let us take M1 is equal to +12, M2 is equal to 4.2. The corresponding apparent brightness, take it as B1 and B2. Here we have to find the change in, we have to find the ratio of the brightness. And actually we need to compare the brightness of the two stars, given that the apparent magnitude changes from 12 to 4.2. We already know the relation between the magnitude and brightness. So M2 minus M1 is equal to 2.5 log of B1 by B2. Substituting the values, plus 4.2 plus minus of plus 12 is equal to 2.5 log of B1 by B2. So rearranging the terms and simplifying, log of B1 by B2 is equal to minus 3.12 minus 3.12. Therefore, taking the reciprocal, log of B2 by B1 is equal to plus 3.12. Or it implies B1 by B2 by B1 is equal to 1.318 into 10 to the power of 3. That is, when the magnitude changes from plus 12 to plus 4.2, the brightness increases by a factor of 1.318 into 10 to the power of 3. Next problem, problem number 16. Find the apparent magnitude of a star whose apparent brightness is 3.539 into 10 to the power of minus 11 watts per meter square. Given that the brightness of the star in zero magnitude scale is 2.56 into 10 to the power of minus 8 watts per meter square. So again, this is a problem related with apparent magnitude and brightness. If we take the star with zero magnitude, then we can find the apparent magnitude of any star using the formula m is equal to 2.512 B naught by B, where B naught is the brightness of the star corresponding to zero magnitude. Given, we need to find the apparent magnitude if the brightness of the star is 3.539 into 10 to the power of minus 11 watts per meter square. It is given that the brightness of the star corresponding to zero magnitude is 2.56 into 10 to the power of minus 8 watts per meter square. So we know the formula. Next problem, compare the distance of two stars from the Earth which are radiating at the same rate and having the apparent magnitudes differ by a factor of 5. So in this problem, it is given that we have two stars whose distance is to be compared, and those two stars are radiating at the same rate. It means that their luminosities are same and their apparent magnitudes differ by a factor of 5. That is M2 minus M1 is equal to 5, L1 is equal to L2. We have to find D1 by D2. Use the formula relation between apparent brightness and distance, and also that is relation between apparent brightness and apparent magnitude. By comparing those two relations, we can find the relation between apparent magnitude and distance to solve this problem. Given that M2 minus M1, the apparent magnitudes differ by a factor of 5. You are asked to find the ratio of their distances d1 by d2 if they are radiating at the same weight. Luminosities are L1 is equal to L2. So we know that brightness of a star is given by luminosity divided by 4 pi d square. When L is constant, brightness of the star is inversely proportional to square of the distance. So we can write B1 by B2 is equal to D2 by D1 whole square. Call this as equation 1. Now we know that the relation between apparent brightness and magnitude is M2 minus M1 is equal to 2.5 log of B1 by B2. Using the equation 1, we get M2 minus M1 is equal to 2.5 log of D2 by D1 whole square. Substituting for B1 by B2. It implies M2 minus M1 is equal to 5 log of D2 by D1. This is the relation between apparent magnitudes and distance. Now M2 minus M1 is given, that is 5. So using that value, solve this. M2 minus M1 is equal to 5. Therefore 5 log D2 by D1. Solving this, we get D2 by D1 is equal to 10. It means that the two stars are at a distances in the ratio 1:10. This is another important relation which we need to use in solving the problems. M2 minus M1 is equal to 5 log D2 by D1. Next, we have some problems for assignment. The first one, if the apparent, that is problem number 18, if the apparent and absolute magnitude of the star Fomalhaut are plus 1.17 and plus 1.74 respectively, determine the distance of the star from the earth in light years. To solve this problem, small m and capital M are given. We know the relation small m minus capital M is equal to 5 log D minus 5. When we substitute the values of small m and capital M and simplify, we get the distance D, that will be in parsec. Convert that into light years by multiplying with 3.2616. 1 parsec is equal to 3.2616. So that gives us, the final answer. Next, problem number 19. The apparent magnitude of the star Wolf 3659 and 61 Cygni are plus 13.45 and plus 7.49 respectively. Calculate their relative brightness. Again, this is the problem. We worked out many problems based on this method. Apparent magnitudes are given for the two stars. Compare their brightness. M2 minus M1 is equal to 2.5 log of P1 by P2. Use that formula, solve the problem. The next one is compare the brightness of the star Sirius of magnitude minus 1.4 with a faint star of magnitude plus 23.6. You are given the apparent magnitude of the two stars, compare their brightness. Using the formula M2 minus M1 is equal to 2.5 log of B1 by B2. The apparent magnitude of a star is observed to be plus 3.3 and its parallax is 0.05 arcseconds. Find the absolute magnitude. We know the relation between apparent and absolute magnitude. Small m minus capital M is equal to 5 log D minus 5. Now D is not given. First find D using the formula. D is equal to 1 by P, where P is the parallax angle in arcsecond. Then use that value to find the absolute magnitude. Thank you.